What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and J.K. Rowling has just absolutely obliterated some absolute unhinged trans activist who doxed her and doxed her family because J.K. Rowling believes biology is real. That's where we're at. The people, these people who want you to, just quote unquote be kind and, hear them out and listen to this or that. They doxing this woman's child who has nothing to do with her opinions whatsoever. Nothing at all. But got to get that, because you're upset that the only book you ever read in your life, the author of it doesn't subscribe to your same ideology. This is what they're doing. And I 100% support J.K. Rowling being on the absolute warpath. We're going to get into that after a super quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, in current year, everyone basically has to have VPN. It's a extremely versatile and now basically required tool of browsing the modern internet. And that's why I'm happy to be partnered with Private Internet Access and have been for over a year now. It's a VPN I use, it's a VPN I recommend to my friends and family, and I have a massive discount for my viewers. In short, a VPN allows you to change the location that you may be seen as browsing the internet from. This helps you unlock television shows and movies that might not be available in your area. It allows you to browse the internet anonymously. Heck, even right now, we just saw several countries, for example, Google and Meta, are now blocking news in Canada. And, well, how are you going to get your news? Well, you could change your location. VPN helps protect your privacy, secure your data, and bypass network blocks. It comes in extremely important all the time. That's why I have it on my computers, laptops, and mobile phones. Private Internet Access is an open source app with no usage logs, unlimited bandwidth, high-speed global server network, dedicated apps, powerful encryption, and 24/7 live support. Unlock the power of the internet and stay censorship-free by using my link in the description below and get yourself Private Internet Access today at a massive discount. Now, this article on boundingintocomics.com summarizes it pretty well. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling threatens legal action against trans activists who attempted to dox one of her daughters, saying, quote, "You F around with my kid's safety and privacy, you'll find out." J.K. Rowling's opinions on trans ideology has made her the target of incessant attacks on social media, and the latest onslaught has been propelled by a Harry Potter fan account that shamelessly attempted to dox one of her daughters. The account in question goes by the name Wizarding News and is an LGBTQIA+ activist account that has made its mission to, quote, report on the demise of J.K. Rowling's legacy. I mean, pretty sure she's worth like $1 billion. Pretty sure that her, quote unquote, legacy is entirely fine. Like, super fine. Entirely intact. That the 200 weirdos online who incessantly think about J.K. Rowling are irrelevant. And what the most hilarious part about this is that it's like, tell me you've never read another book in your life. Now, I'm not trying to like shame people for not reading a ton of books. I don't read a ton of books, but certainly Harry Potter is not the only book I've ever read. Because these people's ideology is their entire personality, when it gets revealed essentially that it's the only book they've ever read, they don't, when J.K. Rowling, their literal god, doesn't agree with their ideology, they don't know how to handle it and they lash out. Highlighting the Wizarding News had her blocked on X, Rowling asked her followers to revoke the claims that made by the Harry Potter fan account, which read, quote, "Reminder that J.K. Rowling's eldest daughter, the one whom she famously was pregnant with while writing Harry Potter, changed her last name to literally get away from Rowling and moved to Portugal." Yeah, I'm sure they didn't take her money either. Rowling then requested, could somebody who isn't blocked by this account tell them this is untrue in all respects, as I suspect they already know. Lying about my kids is a new low, even by this website's subterranean standards. She put it here on Twitter. These tweets, also get, tens of thousands of likes too. sharing yet another screenshot of Wizarding News, which claimed, "Did you know J.K. Rowling is a grandmother? Have you ever seen her talk about her grandchildren?" Rowling retorted, "Again, completely false. Wizarding News, I have no grandchildren. What are you gaining by posting these lies?" And what's interesting is this lunatic is getting community noted. This is, as you know, community notes, I think, is definitely compromised on Twitter. But the best thing I can say is that more people need to apply to be community notes people on quote unquote our side, right? A big part of community notes, like I'm a community notes member and I submit notes and I vote on notes. And I think the more people like us that become community notes members, they can't take it over, you know? It continues. "You're painting a target on people you have no connection with," she writes, "who aren't even my relatives," the Harry Potter creator said in the comment section of the thread she started above. Rowling added, "You surely know what you're doing, but persist. Hate me all you like, but your actions are having real-world consequences for people I don't even know." For the woman, the For Women Scotland account took Rowling's side, sharing a post that read, quote, "This disgusting site posted pictures of the baby they falsely claimed was J.K. Rowling's grandchild with handy location details. They doxed a baby. If that child was kidnapped because of their lies, would they accept responsibility? Because the poor woman they are doxing probably has no clue that they're even targeting her." Rowling shared the post stating, "This is not a joke. The baby and its mother have no connection to me, Wizarding News. This isn't my daughter. Your vendetta against me is causing collateral damage to innocent people. If legal action is the only way to protect them, I will take it," the author warned. This is so insane. Like, these lunatics, I mean, they're just move on. Like, you can, like, I mean, look, there's a lot of other movies that aren't J.K. Rowling. There's a lot of other interesting individuals, interesting stories that aren't J.K. Rowling. So just move on. I don't even understand what's so difficult. In response to one of Rowling's posts condemning their actions, Wizarding News, who still have the Harry Potter creator blocked, wrote, "Deleted the post with the photos and the link to the Instagram hours ago, Joe. Glad you seem self-aware enough to know you're publicly acknowledging the hate your bigoted rhetoric engenders." What? What? This person is the lunatic. The other preceding the reply wrote, "You have me blocked, or I could respond directly at Wizarding News. You've posted fabrications about my daughter. You've doxed and targeted a young mother with no connections to me. I want a retraction and apology, or we go to lawyers," which J.K. Rowling has infinite monies to do. In a follow-up post, Rowling made it very clear that she would be contacting her lawyer to legally settle this dispute if Harry Potter fan account doesn't issue an apology, declaring Wizarding News, "I've done everything I can to keep my children out of the public eye. My eldest daughter doesn't owe you or anyone else any details of her private life. However, for the avoidance of doubt, one, contrary to your claims, we are very close and last talked an hour ago. We discussed your posts, which have angered and distressed her. Contrary to your claims, she doesn't even live in Portugal. Contrary to your claims, she has no children. The young mother whose photograph and personal details you publish is not my daughter and has no relation to me whatsoever," the author proceeded to post. This is how, like, delusional these activists are. Either they believed that it was, or that they were so seething, so frothing at the mouth to try and smear J.K. Rowling, that they didn't care that it was fake. These are what lawsuits are for. I guarantee the person that runs this Twitter account, it's their whole life, too, by the way. Earlier on Thursday, Rowling would be sent more alleged posts from Wizarding News made after the back and forth between them via third parties. Given the author is still blocked and there's no other ways to communicate, The post made by Wizarding News added more fuel to the fire, claiming that Rowling was more upset about being called grandma and having to admit that she engenders so much hate, and reposting comment by X user, which linked to a website's article that allegedly confirmed the daughter's author is in fact living in Portugal. Rowling retorted, Wizarding News, no real apology, no retraction, continued to insinuate I'm lying. This is not my daughter. Are you so deluded you imagine to deny something so easily proved if true? Your behavior is not only despicable, but dangerous. In the comment section of the posting above, in response to an ex-user who suggested her lawyer give the attention they desire, Rowling confirmed that her legal team is on it, clarifying that she's done with the back and forth with Wizarding News. Lawyers are on it. I'm done. Someone said, can you just ignore them? J.K. Rowling correctly pointed, this man tried to put a target on my daughter. He made his intent perfectly explicit and continued to post pictures and details of the wrong girl while insinuating I was lying about her being unrelated to me. You F around with my kids' safety and privacy, you'll find out. I mean, 100%. 100% agree with her. And by the way, this is all of this is because J.K. Rowling thinks that gender is real. All because J.K. Rowling wants women to have their own spaces. People are doxing babies. Like literal babies. They're doxing babies. I don't even know how they thought that this was a good idea, how they thought that this was justified. But I guess normally you would expect some sort of logic, but these people don't have logic. Of course, activist actors then dox her during their trans rights program. I mean, she's been doxed multiple times. They showed up at her house, showed her address, like popped over to J.K. Rowling's house in Edinburgh. So they put her address out and, put it out on the internet for all sorts of weirdos. It's so insane to me. These people are not, by the way, garnering any additional support. They just look like lunatics and make me support someone whom I normally wouldn't, in a raging leftist in J.K. Rowling. The only difference J.K. Rowling has from any other leftist is that she believes gender is real. And that is absolutely destroying these lunatics. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Hope to see you 5:30 Eastern, live streaming. I'll leave my live streaming channels linked in the description below. Please follow me on one or the other. Can't wait to see you later.